Tarik Skubal probably isn't getting traded, let's be clear on that. The back-to-back AL Cy Young winner is set to hit free agency next year, and speculation has swirled about whether the Tigers would deal him for a haul this offseason. But a healthy 2026 from Skubal almost guarantees a record-breaking contract, no matter how a potential work stoppage might affect the sport. His agent, Scott Boras, typically advises top clients to avoid extensions and test free agency, and with teams in New York and Los Angeles armed with unlimited resources, a return to Detroit seems unlikely if he hits the market. That leaves the Tigers in a fascinating, high-stakes situation. Coming off a season where they botched a division lead in historic fashion and barely missed reaching the ALCS, Detroit now holds one of the game's best pitchers. President of Baseball Operations Scott Boras must act aggressively to turn this roster into a genuine World Series contender for what could be Skubal's final year with the team. Players like him don't come around often, and if the front office doesn't push its chips in now, trading him might be the only logical alternative. The first half of 2025 painted a very different picture. The Tigers looked like AL favorites. Mid-season, they held the league's best record, enjoying a comfortable lead in the division. Greene was mashing, Spencer Torkelson was rejuvenated, and Javy Báez was in the midst of an unlikely renaissance. The lineup and rotation clicked, and the roster of misfits that had stormed into October the year prior was firing on all cylinders. Zach McKinstry earned an All-Star nod, and everything seemed rosy in Detroit. Then everything fell apart. From that point forward, Detroit's winning percentage dipped below the Nationals, Pirates, and White Sox. The arms behind Skubal, particularly Casey Mize and Jack Flaherty, struggled. The lineup went cold, and the team barely scraped into October. Their 8 postseason games highlighted both promise and frustration. Detroit can still prevent runs with the right arms on the mound and plays hard-nosed, disruptive baseball. But most of the lineup looked overmatched against elite pitching. Kerry Carpenter remained a rare bright spot, instilling fear and producing runs, while the team scored 2 or fewer runs in more than half of their postseason contests. Now, with Skubal at the center, the Tigers' offseason moves will define their championship hopes. The roster has talent and balance, but turning potential into a World Series contender will require bold, decisive action. Skubal deserves nothing less, and Detroit's front office must decide whether to go all in or risk seeing their star exit without a ring.